I wanted an umbrella front window sunscreen for my Gen 1 2015 Nissan Leaf. And I have two options to review here. So the first option, the inexpensive option, is the JDDRY windshield umbrella. This guy cost you about $15. It comes with a little nylon stuff sack, which I couldn't get back around the umbrella after I opened it. And it works as all of these sunshade umbrellas do. You pop it out and you get this sunshade you put in the front of your car. It mostly fits the Leaf. It's a little tight and it does not go behind the rear view mirror, and you do need to set your sunshades down to hold it in place, but it does what it's supposed to do. You know, it reflects light out of the front of the vehicle. And so this one is very functional and worked in the Nissan Leaf. Now, if you want to spend a little more money, and not much more, this is $25. It's the JDDRY one. It comes with a nicer bag that's big enough that you can fit it back inside again if you want to use the bag. Personally, I'm not going to use the bag with either of these. I'm just going to keep it in my driver's side door cup holder. So this is very similar. Now, it doesn't have the long stick handle. Instead, it has this pull ring with the cords. And so you pull, it pops out, and it doesn't have a long handle sitting down that hits into your console area. Also, it has this little split so you can mount it. You can push this in front of or behind, depending on your viewpoint, your rear view mirror. So the rear view mirror is in the car and this reflection is behind it. I think that this guy fits just slightly better. That guy fits okay. It's a little bit big. This guy here is also a little bit wide on the sides, but I think it fits just slightly better. I like the non-stick nature of this thing here. It works a little bit better in the car. This guy, because it'll go behind the rear view mirror and then you can just Velcro this thing, it will hold itself up. You don't need to use your flaps for your sunshade to put it up and hold it up. You can, but it will hold itself up without them. So otherwise, they're pretty similar. This guy here might be just slightly more robust on the folding mechanism. It has some springs in it and so forth. But they're both, kind of travel umbrella type folding mechanisms. And so, this guy here doesn't have any of those springs, but it's not like, for an extra $10 you're getting that much better on a folding mechanism. So I think, the weak point on both of these guys is the folding mechanism. I think this guy feels a little bit better on that folding mechanism. It seems to work a little bit better. So I'd say that this guy's folding mechanism is a little bit higher quality, but still it's a travel umbrella style folding mechanism with all of those downsides of if somebody steps on it, bends it, breaks it, at some point it'll just stop folding. So is it worth $10 more? $25 is not an extremely large amount of money, but the difference at $10 is a large percentage difference. I mean, you could buy two of these for $30 and, have twice as many umbrellas for $5 more. Now, I think the real difference here is the fit is slightly better. And so if you care about the best possible fit, pay the extra $10. The folding mechanism, I think, feels a little smoother. I suspect would last a little longer. This guy here has been working fine, but when you pull it in, you kind of have to manually pull these guys in because it doesn't have those springs on it, for example, which is fine. It's not difficult to do. Stowed size is almost exactly the same. This guy here is like 1 inch shorter. It's like 12 inches versus 13 inches. So it's not really going to save you too much stowed space. They both fit in the front cup holder of the Nissan Leaf. So I guess my recommendation, if somebody says, hey, which one are you using, which one would you recommend, would be the more expensive one, because I think it's going to last slightly longer on the folding mechanism. But if you're on a budget, I think this guy is going to do a pretty good job as well. So you're going to have to make your decision there on the price point, I think. If you want the best fit and the best folding mechanism, I recommend the $25 one, JDDRY one. But, if you're okay with it being behind the driver's rear view mirror and not kind of reflecting light on the back, off the back of the mirror, this guy does fit in the car and it does work as well.